Hello everybody, it's Bob from the Carquinez Model Railroad Society with another edition of Planning Sacramento. First, a little housekeeping. If you happen to be in the Bay Area this weekend, we're having an open house. Today is June 24, tomorrow is June 25, so come on down between 10 and 4 and check out the layout live and in person. That's again 645 Loring Avenue, Crockett, California. Easy drive off of Highway 80 just before you cut across the Carquinez Bridge. Last time at the planning meeting, the planning committee approved the east side of Sacramento, and this is the version that they approved right now. There you go. You get Sacramento Station in the background with Sacramento Shops as a flat scenery track that runs along the front there. Across the railroad tracks is going to be a low-rise commercial. In the back is the Bird's Eye Frozen Foods warehouse. And in front there, it's just a general warehouse that on the right-hand side is going to be RailX, and that's going to be just a UP-served industry and possibly a second window manufacturer sharing the same warehouse space with trucks in the back. These two industries aren't heavy industries for our operations session due to their location. That's a busy lead into the Sacramento yard, which is already overstuffed with industry, but it'll be a nice addition to the layout once we get there. And once it's approved, I'll do a full video on that side of the layout as approved. Today we're going to be looking at the Sim side of the layout. This is West Sacramento, and at the meeting, a lot of feedback came back. First of all, they wanted to get rid of one of the roads, and it sort of looked like a bunch of roads there, but one was actually the entry to the bakery. And the current general superintendent asked if we can see what it looks like with the bakery on the other side of the road and all the scenery on the front side of the layout. He works for the railroad, doesn't like the fact that the track runs right along the aisle there. Pros and cons to doing that. We haven't yet made a final decision on whether there's going to be one or two industries here and how it'll all look. So this configuration is so that at the next planning meeting coming up, we can kind of make a decision whether we want one or two industries over there, get West Sacramento as a transition between the industries in the center of the aisle and Sacramento proper, and just kind of capture West Sacramento as it currently sits a little bit closer to the prototype. Now, the industry was approved as large industry, and even though there's not space, it's modeled using the Walters Bakery kit. They had 6 cars serving that industry, and the track kind of reflected that in a single siding under the current configuration. What I am trying to direct the committee to approve is to split the layout so it doesn't look like a monster bakery that's served by a small physical building. And in my last drawing at the very beginning of this, I had the storage track running the length of the layout. It didn't kind of look like a team track as well. Could kind of serve dual purpose also as storage cars for Sims recycling on the other side of the main lines over there if somebody just wanted to take this as a little personal switching opportunity when the club isn't in operation. All that aside, I'm just generally conceptualizing what the general superintendent looked like or requested, and we'll figure out what exactly ends up getting approved or submitted to the club at the planning meeting to finish off the first aisle of our second level here in this part of the layout so that it can get built and complete another aspect of our scenery. So anyways, in order to keep the industry as a six car industry, I left the storage track running along the front of the layout, and took the service track and put it right next to the bakery. This is an industry that will get switched during our operations sessions. That it'll be switched as part of the industry that's off to the left of the screen, which is the big grain facility and the bakery and Sims all together. Right here, this was my first concept. I did not like having the road going through there, so I put it back. I did move it off in order to break up the scene, and without the driveway and the bakery on that side, hopefully it addresses the concern that you got road in over a 6-foot area. And that's fine. I sort of get where they were coming from. Trying now to mainly capture West Sacramento and California Avenue in that first big block, and then transition it, because there's going to be pressure to put a second industry along that siding in front, and at least the person that approved the bakery is going to want his track back there. So a lot of issues need to be resolved with regards to the planning of this particular area. I didn't like the little commercial strip mall at the end of the row there, so I'm moving everything off to the left, putting that scene right there. This scene right here is actually a prototype scene that I wanted to capture. I put it on the first road over there, and didn't like it up against the city. I still like it as its own little road, so I'm going to draft this way and ask the planning committee what they think, and we kind of go from there. Put this was originally as drawn by the Stephen Lowens, and so that won't change. He'll have his commercial centers running along that side of the street that marks the ending of the Sacramento City, and then I can just transition West Sacramento through the course of a block and work around the hopefully one industry that ends up there. And if this gets approved, I'm kind of happy with the way that it looks like. It sort of contextualizes along one side of the street what's over there in prototype. The road actually follows that direction, and I think it works for me. So since I'm not on the committee, since I'm just the presenter trying to make all this stuff sing together very well as a unified chorus, a unified voice, kind of take a look around here at the speed up. I got to remember when I do these videos that I got to slow down the speed here at the very end so that we can capture these overviews with proper amount of time to absorb them. So, but anyways, for now, this gives you an idea of where we're going. You can always stop the video and take a look and give me your feedback. I'd certainly love to hear it. And until next time, look forward to talking to you again. Have a great day.